Let's see question number 6. It says in a class 8 students out of 28 have a dog as their pet animal at home. 6 students have a cat as their pet animal. 10 students have dog and cat both. Then how many students do not have a dog or cat as their pet animal at home? So here we have to assume 8 students as the students who have only dog as their pet. Here you can see a smart hint. This explains how do you assume that 8 students have only dog. Okay, because if we do not consider it as only dog or only cat, then number of A will be 8 and number of B will be 6. So this will give our wrong answer because number of A union B कभी number of A और number of B से छोटा नहीं होता. So that's why here we will consider number of A as the set of students having dog as a pet at home, and we will consider here 8 plus 10 equals to 18 because 8 ऐसे students हैं who have only dog and 10 students are the students who have dog and cat both. So 18 will be the answer जिनके पास dog है, भले dog और cat दोनों हैं या सिर्फ dog है but they have dog. Similarly B will be the set of students having cat as a pet at home. So number of B will be 6 plus 10, that is 16, because 10 is the common one, they have dog and cat both, and 6 is the students who have only cat. Okay, so the total number of B, the total number of students having cat is 16. So now it is acceptable that from 16 and 18 students, 10 students have both dog and cat as pet. So here number of A intersection B will be 10. Then number of students having either a dog or cat as pet equals to number of A union B. So in the Venn diagram also you can see the 10 is the common students who have dog and cat both, and 18 are the students who have dog and 16 are the students who have cat. So number of A union B, how we will find that? With the help of the formula. So number of A union B is equals to number of A plus number of B minus number of A intersection B. So number of A is 18, number of B is 16, number of A intersection B is 10. Therefore 34 minus 10 is equals to 24. So what are these 24 students? They are the students who have either dog or cat as their pet. Okay, so there are 24 students who have something as a pet, dog or a cat. So what we have to find is the number of students who do not have any pet. So how we will find the universal set, that is 28 minus 24. 28 are the total students and 24 are the students who have some animal as a pet, dog or cat. So 28 minus 24 will be 4. So 4 is the answer for our question, that number of students who do not have a dog or a cat as pet. So this was the answer. This question was very interesting. Question number 7. Represent the union of two sets by Venn diagram for each of the following. So here we have 3 sub questions and we have to draw Venn diagram of union of set. Okay, so first, in the first one, A is equals to 3, 4, 5, 7. So here are 4 elements in set A, 3, 4, 5, 7. And set B has elements 1, 4, 8. We have to draw the Venn diagram of union of these two set. Okay, so first of all, let's make a closed figure. So इसमें कुछ common है. Yes, 4 is the common element in both the set. So हमारा diagram कैसा आएगा? 2 circles and it should be overlapping, intersecting. Okay, so this will be our Venn diagram, and Next, we will name the circle as set A and other circle as set B, and then we will fill the elements in both the figure. Okay, so in A 3 5 7, in B 1 8, and the middle part where they are intersecting, let's write there 4. Okay, because it is the common element in both the set. So this is our Venn diagram for first one. So similar we will do for second one also. Here set P has elements A, B, C, E, F, and set Q has elements L, M, N, E, B. So these are the elements of set P and Q. We have to draw Venn diagram of union of these set. Okay, so here also the common part is present. The common element is B and E. Okay, the common element is B and E. Both the set have B and E. So again the Venn diagram will be same. Two intersecting circles. Okay, and then the middle part, the intersecting part, there we will write the common element B and E, and जो भी दूसरा जितना भी पार्ट बचा है उसमें हम लोग क्या लिखेंगे, दूसरे एलिमेंट्स विच इज़ नॉट कॉमन. Okay, so here two circles, set P has elements A, B, C, E, F, and set Q has elements L, M, N, and B and E is common in both the set. Okay, these two are common here. So the third sub question has two set X and Y. Okay, so here set X is a set of all X such that X is a prime number between 80 and 100. Second set Y is a set of all Y such that Y is an odd number between 90 and 100. Okay, so first of all we will find the answer of this in listing method. So the prime numbers between 80 to 100 are 83, 89 and 97. These are the prime numbers between 80 and 100. So the elements of set X are 83, 89 and 97. Next, set Y. So the odd numbers between 90 and 100. Odd numbers between 90 and 100. So this is easy. The elements are 91, 93, 95, 97, 99. Okay, so we have found the answer in listing method, the elements of X and elements of Y. Now we have to draw the Venn diagram of union of these set. Okay, so how we will draw the Venn diagram? Here the intersecting or the intersection, the common elements are 97. Okay, this element is common in both the set. So here also we have to draw two intersecting circle, and similarly we have drawn here the two intersecting circle. 97 is common element for both, and the other elements we will write in the remaining place. Okay, so here X is the set, इसमें क्या क्या एलिमेंट्स है 83, 89, 97, एंड Y में कौन से एलिमेंट्स हैं 91, 93, 95, 97 and 99, and the common element is 97. So that we will write here. So this was very easy. Question number 7. Just we have to draw the Venn diagrams of union of set. Okay. So here is question number 8. Write the subset relations between the following sets. Okay, so here we have to find subset relations. This type of question we have also seen in practice set. Okay, so here we have 5 set. First one is set X. It has elements of set of all quadrilateral, set Y, set of all rhombuses, set S, set of all squares, set T, set of all parallelograms, and set V, set of all rectangles. So these are 5 set given. Now we have to find the subset relations between in all these 5. So we all know what is quadrilateral. Quadrilateral is a figure which has 4 sides, 4 angles. Okay. So you all know square, rectangle, rhombuses and parallelogram. It has 4 sides, 4 angles. So all these are called as quadrilaterals. Okay. So that's why here one answer is given: rhombus, square, parallelogram, rectangle, all are quadrilaterals. So rhombus क्या डिनोट कर रहा है? सेट y. So y is a subset of x because x is quadrilateral and rhombus is also a quadrilateral. So rhombus is a subset of quadrilateral. That means y is a subset of x. Next, S is a subset of X because square is also one type of quadrilateral. So S is a subset of X. Next, T is a subset of X. T means parallelogram. So parallelogram is also a quadrilateral. So T is also a subset of X. V is a subset of X. What is V? Rectangle. So rectangle is also a type of quadrilateral. So that's why y is a subset of x, s is a subset of x, t is a subset of x, and v is also a subset of x. So this was. So we have seen that all rhombus, parallelogram, rectangle, square, all are quadrilateral. Okay, so all are subsets of quadrilateral, but some of them are also subset of each other. So let's see why and how. So here it is given with the help of club. Okay, so here quadrilateral club, उसके अंदर पैरेललोग्राम, rhombus, rectangle, square सब आएंगे. Okay, so what exactly is quadrilateral? It has 4 sides and 4 angles. So all parallelograms are quadrilaterals because they have 4 sides and 4 angles. Now, what are parallelogram exactly? The most important rule for a polygon or a quadrilateral to be parallelogram is it must have 2 pairs of parallel sides. That means all the 4 sides, there are 4 sides in a quadrilateral. So if it has to be parallelogram, then all the sides means there should be 2 pairs of parallel sides. Okay, that means दो sides एक दूसरे के parallel होंगे. Okay, so there will be 2 pairs. Similarly, so हमारे जो rhombus हैं, square, rectangle, वो सब क्या हैं? Parallelogram. Okay, because वो सब में 2 pairs of parallel sides present है. Next, what is the criteria or what is a rule for any quadrilateral to be rhombuses? It must have 4 equal sides. Okay, it must have all the 4 equal sides. तो ऐसा पैरेललोग्राम में नहीं होता, रेक्टेंगल में भी नहीं होता. तो ऐसा सिर्फ किस में होता है? रॉम्बस और स्क्वायर में. ओके, रॉम्बस एंड स्क्वायर. सो every square is also a rhombus. वैसे every square, every rectangle, every rhombus is also a parallelogram. Okay, next, rectangle के लिए क्या criteria है? It must have 4 right angles. So 4 right angles किस में होते हैं? स्क्वायर में और रेक्टेंगल में. सो इसीलिए रेक्टेंगल क्लब में सिर्फ स्क्वायर आएगा और रेक्टेंगल आएगा. Okay, so that's why square is also a subset of rectangle. Next, square तो square उसके 4 sides equal होने चाहिए और 2 parallel sides होने चाहिए, 2 pairs of parallel sides, and all the 4 angles should be a right angle. Okay, so these were the criteria and आपको थोड़ा बहुत आइडिया आ गया होगा कि कौन सा पैरेललोग्राम कौन सा, रेक्टेंगल, रोम्बस, स्क्वायर, किसका किसका सबसेट होता है. ओके, सो स्क्वायर गेट्स इनटू ऑल थ्री क्लब्स, पैरेललोग्राम, रोम्बस एंड रेक्टेंगल क्लब्स, बिकॉज स्क्वायर रोम्बस के क्राइटेरियाज भी सेटिस्फाई कर रहा है, पैरेललोग्राम के भी और रेक्टेंगल के भी. ओके, सो लेट्स सी ऑल दिस in our question. Okay, we have seen all the squares are rhombus, parallelogram and rectangle. So what exactly is also written here? So every square is a rhombus, parallelogram and rectangle. Therefore S is a subset of Y, S is a subset of T and S is a subset of V. Square is a subset of rhombus, square is a subset of parallelogram and square is a subset of rectangle. Okay, so ये हमने उस डायग्राम में देखा था, बिकॉज स्क्वायर रोम्बस के पैरेललोग्राम और रेक्टेंगल सबके क्राइटेरिया सेटिस्फाई कर रहा था. सो दैट्स वाई ये तीनों के सबसेट होंगे. ओके, ऑल द स्क्वायर्स आर सबसेट ऑफ रोम्बस, पैरेललोग्राम एंड रेक्टेंगल. Similarly, every rhombus and rectangle is a parallelogram. वो तो हमने देखा, because parallelogram में there should be two pairs of parallel side. So rhombus and rectangle is also a parallelogram. Okay, and square is also a parallelogram. वो हमने second sentence में लिखा था. Okay, so now we have found the all रिलेशन सबसेट. ओके, सारे सबसेट रिलेशंस हमने फाइंड कर लिए हैं. कौन से क्वाड्रिलेटरल्स, कौन सा स्क्वायर, रोम्बस, पैरेललोग्राम किसका सबसेट है, कैसे है, वो सब हमने देख लिया. सो दीज वर द आंसर्स. ओके, क्वेश्चन नंबर 9. इफ M इज एनी सेट देन राइट M यूनियन empty set and M intersection empty set. Okay, so M is any set, so we are considering M which has elements 2, 3, 4, 8. आप इसमें कोई भी elements ले सकते हो, because we have to consider the elements by our own. Okay, so we are taking here 2, 3, 4, 8 and empty set means null set, means there are no elements present in this. So M union empty set, दैट मीन्स यहाँ पर कुछ भी नहीं है. इसको इसके साथ अगर हम लोग लिखेंगे भी तो भी आंसर क्या आएगा, M. ओके, दैट मीन्स 2, 3, 4, 8. सो आंसर फॉर M यूनियन एम्प्टी सेट इज इक्वल्स टू M. एंड नेक्स्ट M intersection empty set. So there is nothing common in between empty set and M. Yes or no? So M and empty set has nothing common, therefore the answer will be empty set itself. So M intersection empty set will be empty set. Number 10. Observe the Venn diagram and write the given set U, A, B, A union B and A intersection B. So here we have given one Venn diagram and based on this we have to find universal set, elements of set A, elements of set B and elements of A union B and A intersection B. So let's see universal set. What are the elements of universal set? Everything present in this rectangle. Okay, so 4, 13, 9, 10, 8, 1, 5, 2, 3, 7 and 11. All these are the elements of universal set. Next, what are the elements of A? Elements of A is the elements present in this circle. Okay, so 2, 7, 3, 1 and 5. Okay, these are the elements of set A. Set B, the elements of set B are 10, 8, 9, 1 and 5. So these are the elements of set B. Next, elements of set union B. Set A union B means everything present in this both the circles. Okay, so what are the such elements? They are 2, 7, 3, 1, 5, 9, 8 and 10. So these are the elements present in both these circles. Okay, that means it is A union B. Next, A intersection B, how we will find that? The common elements which is common between A and B, that is 1 and 5. That's it. So this is what you have to find in this question number 10. This was very easy. Next, question number 11. If number of A is equals to 7, number of B is equals to 13, number of A intersection B is equals to 4, then you have to find number of A union B. So, by seeing this, the very first thing in our mind that should come is the formula of number of A union B. That is, number of A union B is equals to number of A plus number of B minus number of A intersection B. That means 7 plus 3 minus 4. What will be the answer? 16. So number of A union B is equals to 16, and that what we have to find here. So this was our answer. The question number 11 was also very easy. So we completed problem set 1. I hope you understand each and every sum of this problem set. Every sum was quite easy.